After speaking to lead summit attendees, Hispanic Lifestyle caught up with Dr. Juan Sepúlveda, Director, White House Initiatives on Educational Excellence for Hispanic Americans. Dr. Sepúlveda spoke about why it was important for the Obama administration to have a presence at the summit.
It was important to be here because I think just of the numbers and the conversation. A really important message that we're trying to get across to the country is that Latinos are today, not in the future, but today, the largest minority group in the K through 12 system, the largest minority group in the pre-K system, and we're also a big chunk of the adult education learners. And so part of it was this was a great forum both with the folks who are here, but who are also kind of connected through the internet to get that message out nationally.
Dr. Sepúlveda provides us with the message President Obama wanted to share with summit attendees.
Well, the big message for us is that the President has kind of proposed a really aspirational goal for us as a country, the 2020 goal, so that by the year 2020 that the United States returns to being #1 in the world with the highest percentage of our population having some form of education beyond high school. So we used to be first, we're now 10th. And so we know that's important for a couple of reasons. The President believes it's really important because it's the right thing to do, that because this is the United States, that the American dream and an equal opportunity of a great world-class education is something that we should make happen and not just strive for all our kids. But the reality of it as well is that we're in a global economy. And so the President deeply believes that this is also a long-term agenda for jobs, that we really have to invest in education because that's what our kids are going to need, the new skills, the new ways of kind of doing business for the new jobs of the 21st century. And they're not just going to be competing against folks here in the United States, they're going to be competing with folks from around the planet. And so that second piece, the President likes to say that any country that's out educating us today is going to outcompete us tomorrow. So we've got to make sure that we do something today to kind of reverse the trend.
Because Dr. Sepúlveda is a father, we asked his personal perspective on encouraging Latinos to attend college.
This is good for you, you need to be doing it, it's the right thing. But we also know as a parent that sometimes it has a little bit of that kind of broccoli message, eat this because it's good for you. But when you talk to the students directly like we have across the country, one of the most powerful messages that works with students directly is the fact that they're going to make more money if they go to college. And so a lot of the things that they want, the basketball shoes that they're buying, the iPhone, the smartphone, all those things which they'd love to have, they know that they can, and it's not the only reason, but they are moved by the fact, oh, you mean I'm going to make $1 million more if I have an undergraduate degree than if I'm a high school graduate or a dropout? And another thing we talk about is right now in the tough recession, with the high levels of unemployment. But while that's going on right now, if you're a high school dropout, your unemployment rate is closer to 20% in the country today, where if you have an undergraduate degree, you're at 4%. So in tough economic times, it's not even just about getting more things, but in tough economic times, it means you're going to have a job and you're going to have opportunities. And so that's the message when we talk to kids directly, that when they hear that, that makes sense to them.
Hispanic Lifestyle went on to ask Dr. Sepúlveda about his experience working for the Obama administration.
Both my wife and I are political appointees, so we both feel very lucky to be part of the administration. We feel like we're a part of history. I feel very fortunate because I ran Texas for the campaign, and I'm very fortunate that I've known President Obama since the early 90s, so we go back for a long time. And so we've had a relationship over the years, and so even going back to the fall of 2006 when he had this crazy idea of even thinking of running. So being a part of the campaign was an unbelievable experience, something that I think I've never gone through before and I think we'll never go through again. But then when it was time to kind of come in, I also appreciated that the President said, you know, we're going to do this differently. And I remember as a state director, he got us all on the phone and he said, I need you to do something really hard for me. I need you to get on the phone with all of your staff and with all of our super volunteers, and I need you to tell them thanks. Then I need you to tell them thanks again, and I need you to tell them thanks one more time. And I thought, that's not hard to do. He says, and then I need you to tell them, we would love to have you working in the administration, but you have to be qualified. We're not going to move people because they were in the campaign and say, you earned it, now you get to be, they have to have the experience and the expertise. And so there were a number of folks who really were kind of like, he's serious about this change thing. And I thought that was incredible. And so when the opportunity came for me to kind of talk to them about possibilities, it brought my passion, my experience, and my expertise together. And I just feel like I've got the greatest job in the world, and my background, and I was able to go to some great places, and to be able to bring that and to kind of bring my own experiences is just, there's nothing like it. So I feel like we're living the dream every day.